Welcome back. In this video we are going to talk about scripts which allow you to create scripts that you can run against specific hosts. So, for example, if I click on this server under the monitoring hosts, I have the option to detect operating system, ping, or traceroute. So let's see what happens when I click on the ping. What happens is that Zabbix is going to try to ping something based on some information. In order to get details about how this works, we have to go under Administration and Scripts. And here we will find the detect operating system, not detect operating system, the ping. And what happens here is the following. This script is defined to run on the host. So we have the option to action operation, manual host action, or manual event action. And we have the type selected as script, and it will execute on the Zabbix server or the proxy, and it will ping the host connection if it is defined. And basically that's what happens. So what we would like to do is to go to the hosts and try to use the detect operating system. And the detect operating system says to us that the sudo command was not found. Let's create a script, and in order to create it, we will go to the Windows server. And on Windows, if we open a command prompt and issue the system info, it will give us this information. So it's information about the operator, OS name, version, etc. So what I would like to do is to be able to run system info. So let's create the script. I go to the Administration, Scripts, and on the top right corner we have the Create Script option. So let's call this Windows System Info. I would like to choose the manual host action. I would like to run a script, and I would like to run it on the Zabbix agent, and the system info is the command that I would like to run. I have the option to specify host group. So I want this because I know that this will only run on Windows systems. I want this to run only against the Windows servers. The Windows machine is the member of this group. And if I want, I could specify the user group which is allowed to run it, so that for example, I would like to give a command to a team in my company who has like a restricted access group, and I only want specific commands to be visible for them. And that's one way to do it. If I specify a user group and I say that the script is only able to run with this user group. I also have the enable confirmation. So if you check the Zabbix enable confirmation script, basically what I could do is if I click it, it will tell that the user will be prompted with a confirmation message to allow the execution of the script. And we will test that one out. So let's go back to our script and click on Add. So now I have the Windows system info available. If I go to monitoring and hosts, and click on my Windows server, you can see that the Windows system info is available. If I click here, it says that it is an unsupported item key. So the problem is with the configuration of the Windows agent. So basically what I want to do is to go to the Zabbix agent configuration file and open it with a notepad. And what I have to specify here, we have the allow key, and the allow key and the deny key serve two purposes. In the allow key, you have the option to specify those keys which are allowed to run. In this case, our command will become a key. So if I want to allow system info to run, I could go here and add the system info. And basically what I should do is to put it in quotes if I want to only allow this to be able to run. And I could go to the services.msc and restart my agent. So once the agent is restarted, I should be able to go back to my host and run the Windows system info. And as you can see, it takes some time, but it will go out and execute the command. So let's see if I want to create another command. So for example, let's say that I want to create a new folder here and call this Scritps or Zabbix Scripts. And inside here, I would like to create a new, not text document, sorry. I want to create a new PowerShell command. So I navigate to the Zabbix Scripts and I say I want to open the PowerShell ISC. Come on. And what I want to do is to create a script which will use the get WMI object class Win32 operating system. And this Win32 operating system is going to give us information about the operating system. And the FL star is the format list star. So I want to get every possible information here. And basically, I want to use the caption property. So here, if you scroll up, you will find the caption. And in order to reference this property, we have to close it and use the caption. Now you can see that this is a Microsoft Windows Server 2022 Data Center Edition. Let's save it under the C Zabbix Scripts OS name. So now what I would like to do is to create another script. And inside the script, what I want to do is to call the PowerShell exe on the C Zabbix Scripts os.ps1. And let's copy it and go back to our scripts and add the new one. So top right corner, Windows OS, manual host action, scripts, Zabbix agent, commands, PowerShell exe, and the os.ps1. The host group is going to be Windows servers. And yeah, edit. This should be good. And now if I go back to monitoring, hosts, Windows, I should have the Windows OS option. And again, it says that it's an unsupported item key. So what I can do is to go back and edit this configuration file. And what I could do is to add this command here, save it, and restart the agent. Once the agent is restarted, I should be able to go back and rerun this script. Come on. All right. So hosts, system info, cannot execute script. Okay. Let's go back to the Windows. And there are two options basically. One option is to always specify the script that you want to be able to run, or not just the script, but basically anything that you want this to allow you to run. And or you can specify the star. So the star will tell us, or Zabbix, that you can run anything. Both are valid options, but basically you should have security in consideration when you configure these scripts. So let's go back and run the Windows OS, and as you can see, now we are able to run. All right. And okay, I want to show you something. So if we go back here and do the previous example, we could also say that the allow key is equal to system.run and system info. And we would put this between quotes. And basically what we have to do is to use these escape characters and then restart the Zabbix agent. And this should also resolve this problem. So if I go back to the Windows OS, PowerShell exe, or maybe this one. I'm not sure which are the escape characters, but if it's not working, we are going to do this live troubleshooting. So hosts, Windows OS, and Zabbix, allow key escape character. And a special value. Yeah, it should be the double backslash. Anyway, so for now, what we should do is to use this star approach and restart it. and go back here and try to run the OS, and as you can see, this is working. So this is how you can define scripts which would run against Windows hosts. See you in the next one.